Alrighty, so I went to 4 different high schools. By the time I made it into my 3rd high school, I've really had my fill. I was done with causing trouble, though you'd still find me in the back smoking weed before class. But it seemed fate had different plans for me. Like I said, this was my 3rd high school. The first high school I attended, I was expelled from for fighting. My 1st and my 3rd high school had this extreme rivalry when it came to sports. All the staff encouraged this with vigor. When I showed up, it was probably a quarter into the school, and football season was just getting hot and heavy. Hearing that I attended their rival school prior, though not directly prior, I had gone to a whole other school before this one. They couldn't resist the urge to start their bullying. In all of my classes, there was at least one student on the team, so I had to catch the wrath every single period. I told myself that I wouldn't let them get to me, but the tension was rising quickly. One day, during math class, one of the players was whispering to his cohort from across the room. I couldn't tell what they were saying, but I knew from the way they were looking at me, it was most certainly about me. Needless to say, I snapped. I stood up in the middle of the class and I told him, "I know you're fucking talking about me. Say it to my face like a man. Stand up right now and I'll put you right back down." Needless to say, he stared at me blankly and I stormed out of the room in frustration. Having already been through the ringer with the staff before I knew what to do, I went directly to the guidance counselor. I told him, "This is your mess. You created this rivalry and now I'm dealing with it. I'm warning you right now, this will end in violence." So off I went. It was about 2 days later when the shit hit the fan. I was sitting in the cafeteria eating my lunch, minding my own business, when blam! A damn French fry with ketchup on it whacked me directly on the side of the head. I jumped up furiously, running for the Jocks table before being intercepted by the vice principal. As lunch was over, we walked into the corridor, and that's when it became extremely cliche. It was a 4-way intersection within the hallways, and every section was crowded with people yelling, "Fight! Fight! Fight!" The football players chose their champion, and he was just an average-sized guy to my amazement. I told the kid how I could not make the first swing since I had been expelled from a school prior for making this mistake. The kid was baffled by this and didn't know how to react. I think he may have even been scared of the repercussions, considering even I was. This is where it gets downright hilarious. Sorry, it was only horrific while it was happening. Now it's just funny. Out of nowhere, a student with special needs, Down syndrome, who I had slightly befriended, came bursting into the center of the crowd and kicked the kid directly in the nuts. I couldn't believe it. The Down syndrome kid was a rider, and he was down to ride with me. As the football player cringed holding his crotch, he was baffled as to what just happened to him. He was cursing and yelling the kid's name, "Fucking boss man," the school's nickname for the student. At this point, I was laughing hysterically. I couldn't believe what just happened. The jock became frustrated with my laughter and threw a wild haymaker that I easily dodged and countered. At this point, he completely lost his footing and fell directly on his ass. I just mounted him and started smashing.